If they were maybe $100 or $120, I would probably keep them. In this video, I will be giving an updated review on the Vivo Tracker II FG hiking boots for women. I took these boots on a couple of hikes in different types of weather, different terrains. I'll talk about the things that I like about the boots and also the things that I don't like so much. So let's go ahead and get into it. The first thing I want to mention is that these boots are 100% waterproof. The very first hike that I took these on was up in Mount Rainier, and it was raining the entire time. We were up there for about 3 hours and my feet were nice and dry. I didn't have to worry about having to change my socks or anything. I love that these boots are truly waterproof. Another thing that I like about these boots is that no matter the terrain or the weather, my feet stayed pretty comfortable. I never got too hot or too cold in them. When I was hiking in the rain, it was pretty cold. My feet stayed pretty warm. When I was walking over the snow, I could feel the coolness of the snow, but my feet never got cold. And even when I was taking them out in very sunny, hot, a paved trail, my feet never got hot or sweaty, and my feet again stayed very regulated, didn't get too hot, didn't get too cold. I truly love that you can wear these shoes just about any time of the year in whatever weather. Another thing that I love about these shoes is that they're super lightweight. They're really comfortable. They don't weigh a whole lot. And of course, I love that they're really flexible, especially when you're walking over rocks or anything like that. I feel like I get a lot more balance. These shoes also have pretty good grip, I would say. The only time that I did slip a little bit was when I was coming down from Yosemite Falls, Upper Yosemite Falls. If you're not familiar with Upper Yosemite Falls Trail, it is a pretty steep hike. It was about 8 miles. The trail going down was really steep and there was areas with a lot of sand, so I did slip a little bit, but it wasn't too big of a deal. In all the other settings that I took these boots on, I had really great traction, both in going uphill and coming down. I would say that these boots tend to have much better grip in wet surfaces compared to more dry and maybe sandy surfaces. I got these shoes in a Euro 39, which ends up being a USA 8.5. I'm usually anywhere between a 7.5 and an 8, so I did end up going up half a size, and I would say they fit pretty well. They were easy to put on and they were really comfortable. Now for the dislikes, the things that I didn't like so much about the boots. On the other less steeper hikes, I felt that the ankle support was pretty good. But on the much steeper hikes, especially with more uneven terrain in the really rocky areas, I felt that I was rolling my ankle or getting really close to roll my ankle. This may or may not be because I maybe have weaker ankles since I haven't been using barefoot style shoes for a long time. For me personally, that was one thing that I didn't like. My ankles did not feel as supported as I thought they would. I noticed that my toes were kind of jamming into the front of the shoe, again with the steeper hike, since this is a wider toe box and my toes did have a little bit more wiggle room. I felt that my toes were hitting the front of my boot too much. It wasn't too bad. I didn't have any blisters at the end of the day, or I wasn't in any immense pain, but that was something that I definitely didn't like. Probably wouldn't want to take these on a much longer and steeper hike. Now, one thing that's a little bit annoying but isn't too big of a deal breaker is the laces. The laces with the hooks are a little bit difficult to put on at times. It's just a small inconvenience. Now, I would say the deal breaker for me was these boots just don't have enough cushion for me. When I bought these shoes, I knew that a minimalistic style boot would not have a lot of cushion, and I just wanted to test them out. I didn't have an issue in any of the other hikes that were maybe a little bit less steep or shorter. But again, once I went up to Upper Yosemite Falls, especially coming down, I noticed that I started getting some knee pain. I also got some ankle pain. I do have a bad knee, so I tend to get pain regardless, but I would say I've gotten the most pain wearing these boots. And surprisingly, I also got knee pain on my left knee, which I have not experienced that before. So again, this may just be because I'm not familiar or as familiar with minimalistic style shoes, but I would say that for me, that's probably the thing that really makes me want to return the boots, is that there's just not enough cushion for me, and I think it resulted in some knee and some ankle discomfort. And again, in the first couple of hikes that I took them, I was very pleased that I didn't have any knee pain, and I thought that I could continue to take these boots on other hikes. Once I did take them to Upper Yosemite, which is a longer trail and a steeper trail, I realized that maybe they were just not for me. If they were maybe $100 or $120, I would probably keep them. But since they are about $240 and I may not be using them on most of my hikes, I would say it just doesn't make sense for me to keep them. I do tend to look for kind of the steeper, more challenging hikes. So for me personally, I think they just didn't work out. Overall, I was really pleased with these boots and I was really excited to continue to take them on many hikes. I'm going to be returning the boots since I am within the warranty time period. Thanks for watching. I hope this video was helpful. Temperature regular. I was trying to move my feet because Ralphie's over here attacking me.
Ralphie!